This is the MotorRacingNetwork.com Sylvania 300 race recap, brought to you by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Tony Stewart scored his second straight win to open the chase for the Sprint Cup with a victory in Sunday's Sylvania 300 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Stewart took the top spot from Clint Boyer, who ran out of fuel with 2 laps to go and went on to take the checkered flag, and in the process climbed to the top of the chase for the Sprint Cup standings. It was an ironic turn of events for Stewart and Boyer, who had their roles reversed in last year's race. Stewart coughed up the lead on the final lap last September, allowing Boyer to go on to victory lane.
May not have been the best car at the end. I mean, Clint was just a tick better than us, but and I definitely did not know that he was in a situation to worry about fuel. So, the good thing is Darian told us we were 2 to 3 laps to the good, and I just got to run hard all the way to the end. And it seemed like when we got in the top 5 or 6 cars there, we had pretty good lap times. And like I say, we weren't the fastest car, but we were solid and could maintain that pace the whole last 100 laps.
Brad Keselowski, who was mired in 23rd in the point standings when the series last visited New Hampshire in July, rallied back to finish second and score his first top 5 at New Hampshire in 5 career starts.
It's funny because 10 races ago, we left Loudon here 23rd in points. Who would ever thought we'd be 3rd in 10 weeks? So I'd like to see some kind of stat for that, that's for sure. But it's been a good road here to travel down the last few weeks, and today was no exception. We weren't the fastest car. I think I'd be lying if I tried to tell you we were, but we made good adjustments to our car. Got to where it was a solid top 10 car, and drove up to 4th or 5th there with about 100 to go, 80 to go, whatever that was right in there.
Greg Biffle was the highest non-chase driver to finish Sunday, coming home 3rd.
It was, a great day for us. We've had a lot of good days this season. That's done a lot of good finishes. So it felt good to finish where we'd run all day. I think the worst we had been on the racetrack was 7th or 8th. I think maybe 6th. I think 6th was probably the worst I was ever lined up. So, we ran from 2nd to 6th all day and just stayed there. And wished that, it wasn't a fuel mileage race. I think we had a fast enough car to catch the 33 and 14 possibly and race with them, but really excited about top 3 finish.
Jeff Gordon rebounded from his 24th place finish in the opening chase race at Chicagoland and led the most laps Sunday on his way to a 4th place finish. So Stewart leads Kevin Harvick, who finished 12th on Sunday, by 7 points in the chase standings. Keselowski moved up 3 spots to 3rd and is 11 points out. Carl Edwards posted a top 10 finish on Sunday and is 4th in the standings. Gordon was the highest gainer of the week, climbing 6 spots to 5th. Kyle Busch survived contact with Jimmy Johnson in the closing laps and is 6th, now 26 points out of the lead, tied with Matt Kenseth, who was spun out by teammate Carl Edwards but bounced back to finish 6th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finished 17th after dealing with a pair of flat tires. He's 8th in the standings. Kurt Busch had the biggest drop in the standings, falling 5 spots to 9th. Busch's car had some pre-race inspection issues just before the start of the race when NASCAR found his car to have an offset measurement problem. Ryan Newman was forced to pit for a flat tire in the closing laps, and his 25th place finish dropped him to 11th. And Denny Hamlin ran out of fuel with 3 laps to go to finish 29th. He's 66 points out of the lead in last place. Be sure to check back at MotorRacingNetwork.com for more from New Hampshire and stay with us as we count down to next Sunday's AAA 400 at Dover International Speedway. For MotorRacingNetwork.com, I'm Susie Q. Armstrong.